Well, good morning everybody. This is Bernie from Stampin on another Friday card making session with me, and welcome. Last week I didn't come and make a card with you on a Friday because I had our two gorgeous grandchildren with us for the weekend. So I missed last week. I hope you missed me. I missed you too. So I want to show you this week, I want to feature the beautiful Garden of Eden bundle paper gems that are going to be available to you from the 2nd of November. And we're going to make this stunning card together. Very simple but very elegant. But before we do that, I've just got a few little things I want to remind you of. The first is my 12 weeks of Christmas. So we are now, I think we are in about week 4. And just a reminder that if you have subscribed, you should be receiving those every Wednesday at 1 o'clock in your inbox. If you haven't subscribed and you are interested in receiving these free tutorials, then you do need to just click on this. If you want to take a photo of that, you just need to click on that page and register your email details, and you will receive the tutorials going forward from the week that you register. Please bear in mind that any tutorials that you have missed, I do not send those out. So you'll only receive the ones from the week you've registered going forward. So that's 12 weeks to Christmas. Then the next very exciting thing I want to keep reminding people of is my Escape and Retreat, or Escape and Create Retreat that I am planning from the 19th to the 21st of November. So that is 4 weeks today. I have also opened it up for day visitors in case you are unable to come for the whole weekend. So all the registration details are on the same form. So it's $300 for the whole weekend, including all your meals, morning tea, and 5 projects. Or it's $80 as a base rate for your projects for the weekend, and then you just have to pay for the additional meals. Registration for this closes, payment closes next week. So a week today. So you do need to please make sure that you pay to secure your place. And all the T's and C's are there with regards to if we do happen to go back into a lockdown. So that's all of the admin side of things, as it were. So today I want to feature this beautiful Eden garden. So as I've already mentioned, this is a what they're doing is this is going to be available in the mini catalog that is from January to June, but they're allowing customers to actually order these ahead of time. And I think a lot of it also has to do with probably with the shipping delays. They want to make sure that customers actually get the use of their products. And there's some stunning wreaths here that you can build. I just want to show you what the set is comprised of and how it works. So you obviously, as is always the way with bundles, you can buy the stamp and the die cut, and it's reduced from $123 to $110.50. It also comes with the most stunning paper. I'm going to show you that, and some cotton paper, which we featuring today in my project. And these gems, where are they? So these beautiful gems, let me just put this behind the camera so that you can see them. So what they have done here is they've got the So Saffron sort of colors, and then they've taken the Evening Evergreen in color gems and combined those together. So I'll just pop those there. Yeah, so everything is available now. I do want to just let you know some details. So you can order the stem set and dies separately if you want, but obviously you can also do it as a bundle. I've mentioned excuse me, the designer series paper and the dies do not directly coordinate, and the reason I'm mentioning that is a lot of Stampin' Up products you've been able to cut the DSP using the dies. This is not the case for this, and I do just need to let you know the designer series paper, the cotton paper, and the gems are only available while stocks last. So you are going to be able to place your order with me from the 2nd of November. So that is an early exclusive release. Alright, so let me show you these papers. So I've already been playing a little bit with some of the designs. So let's just get these. So this is the cotton paper. So it looks like tissue paper, but it's not. There's a side that's sort of flat and shiny, and then there's the sort of more cotton papery. I've been using that for die cuts, which has worked well. And then we've got these designs. Let me just get them all ready for you. So we've got these gorgeous designs. So you've got this gold with the gold foil, as you can see, with the reverse. So those two paired together. This, I think, is my favorite one. So this is also, again, the gold foil. And look at the back of this. Beautiful. I'm actually going to feature this paper in my card class on Tuesday. Then again, we've got some leaves with foil that shimmer. This is an interesting one. I'll just go back that you can see the variation of green. This is a really rich gold foil with a sort of a herringbow design. I'll just turn it so that you can see that. And then this is also a stunning one. I featured it on the first card that I made. And then it's got this interesting, very beautiful design at the back. And these are repeats. So, yeah. So, let's get started. Just going to bring all my bits through. Okay, so I'm just going to move everything to the side. So this card that I'm making today just features, I've used Evening Evergreen as the base, and I've featured this DSP, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I also have done something differently. So this one I used the bark 3D folder, but for the one I'm doing today with you, I'm using the time-worn 3D folder, and we'll see how different that looks. The sending hugs, so that comes from the Eden's Garden. So sending hugs, I just love the sentiments. Dear friend, how are you? My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. Hello there. Let's celebrate everything. And then they've got some leaves. And then look at these dies. Very interesting, very intricate dies. So let's get cracking, shall we? Before I do, I always forget to do this. If you're looking for any of my projects that I feature today or any others that I have, you can find those all on my website. I also have a Facebook page that you can follow, where I put news about upcoming specials, Instagram, and you'll find my designs on Pinterest. The colors we're working with today, Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen, which are all the in colors. And I'm also going to be using my punch. I don't often use punches, but today I am. And the punch is the Label Me Fancy punch on page 150. So my standard card is my 5.5 by, I've gone blank, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I will put all those measurements on my project page. So let me just move myself into the camera. So just burnish it. Oh no, sorry, it's 8.5, and it's done by 5.5. So, but I'll put that all on. Now, for the sake of time, I have taken my cardstock and I have already embossed it with the time-worn embossing folder. So I'm going to glue that with my Tombow on the front of my card base. It does, just pay attention when you put it on, there are words on it, so you do want to make sure that you're putting it upright. Then I've cut some Soft Succulent and I've cut some DSP, and again I'll put all those measurements on my project. So just glue those onto the base of your Soft Succulent. Oopsie. in this one, I pulled the gold, and I used the gold foil that you can get. Just want to make sure this is straight because I've just seen the DSP poking out. That's better. So it really depends on what look you want. I just wanted to compare the difference between using it as a sort of more subtle. Righto, now I have done, so I have stamped the sending hugs onto basic white cardstock, and what I've done here is I've just taken my Versamark and literally just wiped it over the end and used gold embossing powder, but I haven't done a lot. I just want a little bit of detail of the gold embossing, and I've done that just to pull through the gold that's in the DSP. And then using the dies of the Garden of Eden, or Eden, yeah, Eden's Garden, I've used this leaf die, and I've cut out of the gold foil, I've cut out some leaves. So I'm just going to position those, get that in the camera, position those sort of over here. I've also, out of that beautiful cotton paper, cut out some leaves again out of the soft succulent, and I'm going to just pop that on top like that. Alright, very straightforward card this, so I'm just going to glue the back of this. You could of course also pop it on dimensionals if you wanted to. Oops, just a little dot here and there. So I am really looking forward to my retreat in a month's time. I have 2 more projects to prepare. We're going to have heaps of fun, and there's also going to be wonderful opportunity for you to rest as well. So the whole idea is to escape. This year has been quite a horrific year for everybody. And I do just want to create some sort of respite for people, just that they can actually connect with people again, face to face, that they can just break away from what's going on in the world and just create a little bit of a resting place. For those of you that know me, I'm also a clinical nutritionist by profession, and I'm very conscious of the need for people to create some downtime and rest, because our nervous system can't stay in a place of stress all the time. It will eventually, sooner or later, start affecting your health, and you start finding you get chronic illnesses, and I'm seeing that on the rise in my clinic. So it's very important that you create some downtime. For me, being in my craft room is my escape. I think it's important. I'm not an idealist, I am a realist in this world, but I have also come to value the time that I have. So what in my craft room. So what I want to do is just pop a little bit. I might just want to see how that would look. I'm actually going to trim this, and I'm going to glue this behind. Excuse my head. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there, and using my paper scissors, trim paper snips, I'm just going to cut that gently. Put this in, just so that it gives it the feeling that there's something more going up. Now I want to take the gorgeous gems that have come with the bun. I bought the whole suite so that I could. I'm just going to turn that to the side. Pop an evening evergreen over there, and another one, oops, over here. And then inside I want to, in this one, so it says sending hugs, I'm going to stamp my heart is tied to you, and I'm just going to do some florals. So that is with, set that one to the side, and I just want to get my ink open. So I'm using Evening Evergreen. It's a rubber stamp, so you don't need to use anything under it like you do the photopolymer, but I also just want to check. Oops, it's a bit skew. That's better. So I'm just going to, still a bit skew. And then with the little leaf die, I'm just going to go second generation. I actually realize I've chosen a different one to what I had. There we go. Tombow on the back. And insert that inside the card. And because you've got a dark background, you don't need to matte that any further because it's all done for you. So there you have a gorgeous card featuring the Garden of Eden, or Eden's Garden DSP. So as you can see, we've got the one using the pine bark, sort of bringing in the theme of garden. I've used that darker DSP there, and then on this one I've used the time-worn one with the lighter DSP. So which one do you prefer? I think they're both gorgeous. I also want to just show you a card that I'm making, a similar card that we'll be making in our class. It's called an M shape. So again, it's using the DSP, and it opens up like that. So it's a, what we call an M shape card. And so I'll be teaching this concept on my class on Tuesday. So that's me for this Friday card making session. I hope you enjoyed that. That is a very simple, elegant way to highlight the brand new suite that, or bundle, or papers, or whatever it is that you enjoyed, find attractive in this bundle. Personally, for me, I think the stamp and the DSP wins hands down. I am finding the dies a little bit trickier to create gorgeous projects from, but that's just because I haven't spent a lot of time using them. But I am in love with the DSP. So if you love what you see, feel free to place an order with me. You can do that online, or you can contact me directly at bernieRoodt@gmail.com. So that's me. Thank you for watching, and as I always say, until we meet again, remember, stamp, eat, sleep, repeat. Bye!